Have you ever wondered how poverty affects not just an individual, but also their families, communities, and even nations? Well, let's take a moment to unpack that. Firstly, poverty is like a chain that binds its victims in a cycle that's often hard to break free from. It's not just about lack of money or material possessions, it's about the lack of opportunities, the lack of access to basic necessities, and the lack of hope for a better future. Let's talk about health. It's no secret that poverty and poor health often go hand in hand. Without the means to afford proper health care or nutritious food, individuals living in poverty are more prone to disease and have a lower life expectancy. Moreover, the stress of living in poverty can lead to mental health issues, creating yet another barrier to breaking free from the cycle. Next, let's consider education. Without access to quality education, children growing up in poverty have a significantly lower chance of improving their situation. They often start school later, leave earlier, and overall receive less schooling than their more affluent peers. This educational gap perpetuates the cycle of poverty as it hinders their ability to find well-paying jobs in the future. And finally, let's not forget about opportunities, or rather, the lack thereof. Poverty limits a person's ability to take part in society fully. It restricts their access to resources and opportunities that could potentially improve their situation. This lack of opportunities can lead to feelings of disempowerment and hopelessness, further entrenching individuals in poverty. So you see, the weight of poverty is heavy indeed. It's a burden that affects every aspect of a person's life, and its impact reverberates through their families, their communities, and even their nations. But it's crucial to remember that this cycle can be broken. Now that we understand the impact of poverty, let's explore how one can escape it. Did you know that education is one of the most powerful tools to break the cycle of poverty? This isn't just a statement, but a universal truth that has been proven time and time again. Education is the bridge that connects the world of dreams to the world of reality. It's the key that unlocks doors to opportunities, and it's the compass that directs us towards a better future. When we talk about escaping poverty, education plays a pivotal role, and here's why. Firstly, education equips us with knowledge and skills. In a world that's rapidly advancing, the demand for skilled individuals is higher than ever. Whether it's coding, designing, or even farming, the skills you acquire through education can open up a myriad of job opportunities. And with better job opportunities comes financial stability. Secondly, education fosters critical thinking. It teaches us to question, to analyze, and to make informed decisions. This is especially important when it comes to managing finances. An educated person is more likely to make sound financial decisions, which is crucial in escaping poverty. Thirdly, education promotes social mobility. It's a ladder that can lift you from where you are to where you want to be. A report by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development states that individuals with a higher level of education are less likely to be in poverty. That's the power of education. But let's not forget, education is not just about academics. It's about learning life skills, understanding the world around us, and developing as individuals. It's about empowerment. An educated person is an empowered person, and an empowered person has the ability to change not just their life, but the lives of those around them. So, investing time and effort in education is the first step in escaping poverty. It's a journey that requires dedication and perseverance, but the rewards are worth it. Remember, education is not just a right, it's a stepping stone to a better life. How often do you think about your financial decisions? Let's dive into the world of financial literacy and explore how it can be a game changer for escaping poverty. Financial literacy is more than understanding how to balance a checkbook. It's about grasping the fundamental principles of money management, which includes budgeting, saving, and investing. It's like learning a new language, the language of money, and just like any language, the earlier you start learning, the more fluent you become. Let's start with budgeting. Imagine your income as a pie. Each slice represents a different expense: rent, groceries, utilities, and so on. Budgeting is the art of making sure each slice is the right size, not too big, not too small, and certainly not eating up the whole pie. It's about understanding where your money is going and ensuring you're not spending more than you're earning. Next comes saving. Saving is like planting a seed today to enjoy the fruits tomorrow. It's setting aside a portion of your income regularly, no matter how small, for future use. This not only prepares you for unforeseen expenses, but also helps in building wealth over time. Investing, on the other hand, is like giving your savings a chance to grow. It's about putting your money to work in different ways, such as stocks, bonds, or even starting your own business. It may sound daunting at first, but with a good understanding of risks and rewards, investing can be a powerful tool to increase your wealth. Understanding these financial concepts can seem overwhelming, but remember, every expert was once a beginner. There are various resources available, from books, online courses to community workshops, that can help you improve your financial literacy. So why is financial literacy so important? Because it gives you control over your financial future. It allows you to make informed decisions about your money and helps you avoid falling into debt traps. Being financially literate empowers you to make wise financial decisions, a crucial step in escaping poverty. So, take the first step. Learn the language of money and start your journey towards financial freedom. Have you ever heard the saying, "It's not what you know, it's who you know"? Well, it's more than just a catchy phrase. It's the essence of networking, a powerful tool that can unlock doors you didn't even know existed. Imagine life as a web. Each person you meet, each connection you make, adds another strand to your web, making it stronger, larger, and more intricate. Each strand represents an opportunity for jobs, mentorship, support, and growth. The larger your web, the more opportunities you have. Now, networking might seem daunting, especially if you're starting from scratch. But remember, everyone starts somewhere. It's like planting a tree. At first, it's just a tiny seed. But with time, patience, and care, it grows into a towering, strong tree, extending its branches far and wide. Similarly, your network grows one connection at a time. Start by reaching out to people around you, family, friends, neighbors, co-workers. Then expand your circle. Attend events, join clubs, participate in online forums. Be genuine, show interest in others, and don't hesitate to share your own story. These interactions can lead to meaningful connections that could be pivotal in your journey. And remember, networking isn't a one-way street. It's not just about what you can gain from others, but also what you can offer. Maybe you have a skill someone else needs, or perhaps you can provide moral support or guidance. By helping others, you strengthen your relationships and solidify your position within your network. Networking is also about mentorship. Finding a mentor, someone who has walked the path you're embarking on, can be a game changer. They can provide invaluable advice, offer guidance, and help you navigate challenges. A mentor can be anyone, a teacher, a boss, even a friend. So start building your network today. Reach out, connect, and weave your web. Remember, each connection you make is a step towards a brighter future. Networking is about building relationships that can help you move forward. It's another key step in escaping poverty. What if you could create your own opportunities? Imagine a world where you're not just a passenger, but the driver of your own destiny. That's the essence of harnessing an entrepreneurial spirit. Entrepreneurship isn't about becoming the next billionaire or creating the next big tech startup. It's about creating a path that leads to financial independence. It's about spotting opportunities, taking calculated risks, and transforming ideas into reality. It's about not waiting for the opportunity to knock, but building the door yourself. Think about it. When you're an entrepreneur, you're in control. You make the decisions, you set the pace, you determine the direction. And yes, while the journey is often filled with twists and turns, the destination is always in sight. But where do you start? How do you kindle that entrepreneurial spirit? Well, it begins with an idea, a solution to a problem, a unique way to meet a need. It doesn't have to be groundbreaking, just useful. Look around. What problems can you solve? What needs can you meet? The answers to these questions could be the seeds of your entrepreneurial journey. Next comes the planning. A well-thought-out plan can be your roadmap to success. It's like a compass, guiding you through the rough terrains of entrepreneurship. It helps you set goals, manage resources, and measure progress. Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Then you need to believe in yourself. Entrepreneurship requires a certain level of self-confidence. It's about trusting your abilities, your instincts, and your judgment. It's about being resilient in the face of challenges and persistent in the pursuit of your goals. Lastly, don't forget to learn from others. Seek advice, listen to stories, absorb the lessons. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, you just have to make it roll better. So, are you ready to take the driver's seat? Are you ready to unleash your entrepreneurial spirit? If you are, then remember this. Entrepreneurship isn't just about starting a business, it's about starting a journey towards financial independence. Embracing entrepreneurship can be a powerful way to escape poverty. Do you think seeking help is a sign of weakness or strength? Now, that's a question to ponder. But let's debunk a myth right here, right now. Seeking help is not a sign of weakness. On the contrary, it's a strategic move, a smart action in your journey to escape poverty. You see, no one is an island. We all need a nudge, a helping hand, a word of advice, or even a shoulder to lean on from time to time. And when it comes to escaping poverty, this couldn't be more true. There are numerous resources at your disposal. From government programs and non-profit organizations to community resources, help is available, and it's okay to reach out for it. Take government programs, for example. They are designed to provide support to those in need. From food assistance programs to housing subsidies, these initiatives can create a safety net that allows you to focus on improving your situation, rather than merely surviving. Non-profit organizations also play a crucial role. They offer a wide array of services, including job training, financial literacy programs, and even scholarships for further education. These organizations are there to help you climb the ladder out of poverty, one rung at a time. And let's not forget about community resources. Local libraries, community centers, and even religious institutions often have programs aimed at helping individuals and families in need. They can provide you with valuable resources, from free internet access for job hunting to childcare services, allowing you to attend classes or work. Seeking assistance from these resources doesn't mean you're not capable. It means you're resourceful. It means you're willing to make use of every tool at your disposal to change your circumstances. It means you're not just dreaming about a better life, but you're actively working towards it. So remember, seeking assistance is not a sign of defeat, but a strategic move in escaping poverty. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. After all, every step you take, every resource you tap into brings you one step closer to your goal. What's stopping you from taking the first step towards escaping poverty? That's the question we all have to ask ourselves. It's not an easy question. It's not a comfortable question, but it's a necessary one. It's the question that pushes us from contemplation to action, from dreaming to doing. You see, we've spent the last 6 scenes discussing the tools and resources available to you. We've explored the power of education, the importance of financial literacy, the potential of expanding your network, the possibilities of harnessing your entrepreneurial spirit, and the options of seeking assistance. But all these tools, all these resources, they're just potential energy until you decide to use them. So let's talk about action. Action is scary. It's stepping into the unknown, it's facing the possibility of failure. But it's also the only way to change. It's the only way to grow. It's the only way to escape poverty. Now, you might be thinking, but where do I start? The answer is simple. You start where you are. You start with what you have. You start by using the tools and resources we've discussed. You start by taking that first step. And yes, that first step is the hardest. It's the step that requires the most courage. But it's also the most rewarding. Because once you take that first step, once you start moving, momentum starts to build. And before you know it, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. Remember, escaping poverty isn't a sprint, it's a marathon, it's a journey. And every journey begins with a single step. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for the stars to align. Don't wait for someone else to save you. The journey to escape poverty begins with a single step. Take that step today. Escaping poverty is not an overnight process, but a journey of perseverance, learning, and growth. We've journeyed together through the weight of poverty and discovered the power of education. We've learned about financial literacy, understanding that money is a tool and not an end in itself. We've explored the importance of expanding our networks, of meeting new people and learning from their experiences. We've also harnessed the entrepreneurial spirit, recognizing that sometimes the best way to improve our circumstances is to create opportunities for ourselves. And we've acknowledged the value of seeking assistance, understanding that there's no shame in asking for help when we need it. But the most crucial point of all is taking action. It's easy to learn about these things, but the real change happens when we put this knowledge into practice. Remember, change begins with action. So start today and make a difference. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insights and strategies.